Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome to Odyssey patch 1.1. So I'm planning to do maybe about an hour of streaming or so, just a very first look of the new patch. Any problems to report just yet? Oh, I'm also going to keep one eye on the help channel just to make sure that if a GM comes with anything really important, I might just be able to help someone out with that. But yeah, so far no real problems. Maybe with the patch application itself, I did have to restart the launcher for that. But other than that, working out pretty well. As always, let me quickly check the stream before I continue. And what's that looking like? Yep, that's looking okay, so pretty good. Let me go on a page where I can actually see any of the reactions. And here we go. So yeah, the application of the patch, at first it did download, then it got stuck, but restarting the patcher did work for me, so that's really good news. This is the Ishtar. There were some changes in exploration, so I think that's the first thing we'll check out a little bit. Let's do a quick show info here. Whoa, let's hope that actually works. It's being really slow. That's weird. So let's see. And the socket closed. That's not a great start. Let me see. Then I'll just have to do a restart of the client. And yeah, I hope that that stuff actually works out. I'm also going to keep one eye on the stream just to see how that is affected by a restart like this. So, whoa, that's not the best of starts. And play. Let's see if the stream picks it back up. It does look like it. Come on. And here we go. Entering the game, and that's all looking alright. So yeah, okay. Interesting first experience, right? First crash after like 5 minutes or so. All I did was apply the patch, see if I could log in, and I did my PI, but that's really it. So let's hope it's not because I do this show info. No, here it finally is. Skill bonus, 5 kilometer drone operation range, 7.5% sentry drone optimal range and tracking speed, really cool. Heavy drone max velocity and tracking speed as well, 10% drone hit points. Interesting, why is it only heavy drones and sentry drones? That's interesting. I thought it would be for all the drones, but it seems it's only for heavy drones and sentry drones. Okay. Anyways, let's get undocked. Hope we don't get too many crashes anymore. And yeah, then let's do some exploration. Oh. Yep, that's also something. The fitting on the Ishtar did change, and one less high slot, so that does mean I have to change that up, and apparently you can't undock anymore with something that's got an extra module that can't be fitted anymore due to the change. So let's take the energy vampire out. So this is the new Ishtar right here. Cloaking, small remote armor repair, salvager 2, probe launcher, couple of resistance rigs, analyzer, data analyzer, cargo scanner, cap recharger, afterburner, damage control, armor repair, medium one, and then even some more tanks. So adaptive nano, and an explosive membrane. The resistances don't seem to have changed too much. 77, 81, 91, 72. So really good. And here we go. Let's see if I can finally undock them and go into space for the first time in Odyssey 1.1. And that does work. So that's good news at least. We didn't get a socket closing with this one. Let's head over to Post to Win, where normally there are fewer players than this. 14 in local in Nibale. One of the busier systems because of the presence of ice here. And yeah, let's do a little bit of scan testing in another system that should be a little quieter, because I do want to show how it keeps the results and stuff like that, so it might just be better somewhere else. Let's check it out. So yeah, that crash, not so good. Let's quickly take the opportunity. Okay, so it just gives a black screen during the crash, but we'll have to live with that. Let's see if I can actually see the stop stream button. Yep, that's all looking alright as well. So, boss to Veen. First gate jump. And successful. Unfortunately, only two signatures, really? And no anomalies? That's weird, that's unusual. But okay, let's see if I can scan them down. I do like to go to a planet first. And let's see if I need to reorganize that a little bit, just keep a little bit more room here. Only 2 people. So, okay, we'll do a bit of scanning here just to see how the changes, if there's any noticeable changes here with Odyssey 1.1. Let's go. And that's done. Deploy drones, that's still exactly the same. Zoom out. Oh, there you go. I can also do the pinpointing or custom formations if I really want to. But I'll start out by seeing if I can actually show how it keeps, or test how it keeps the signal strength. So, and did I really just do a recover all probes instead of instead of start scanning? That's what it's looking like. Okay. Now do a scan, so they do maintain the last position. That's nice. And here we go. So we get one signature at 17 and one at 2.2. Let's see if I can take a look at this one first. This is still feeling okay, no real problems to report. Get back into help channel as well. So unstable wormhole is here at 76.2%, and I know it's an unstable wormhole. So what I'll do is I'll actually do a wider range and see if I can hunt down the other one first and see what it actually, if it keeps the 76 percentage or just the information here that it's a wormhole. Let's see how that changes work out. And here we go. Yeah, there you go. So it's back down to 32.9, which normally wouldn't show that it's a wormhole, but you still maintain that information. So that's pretty decent. So let's actually see if I can scan the other one down. EFI 528. That's definitely going to help. You know, once you scan it down and you see it's a relic site, well, I don't want to do any relics today, then that's actually okay. You can just start on the other ones, and as you can see, even here now at 0%, I still see that that one was a wormhole. So that's a very small change, but I think a very welcome one, so you don't have to remember all of these confusing signature names. And man, this one is really being a pain in the butt. So let's go down, see if I can find it with a double reduction. And that's a data site, so if I can actually scan it down, that would be good. But it might just be a really difficult one. Let's see. Yeah, it's actually one of those really difficult ones. Well, why the hell not? Let's see if I can then also test out the pinpointing formation. So let's put them right around here, do another scan, and let's see if I can actually track this one down and then maybe make a custom formation out of that. Oh, I actually get the data sites just with the pinpointing formation. So what I would actually have done if that was not the case, I would have started moving my probes closer like that. Or maybe I could try and show it like that. Also these guys down a little bit, down a little bit. Let's see if that actually works. And can I now save that? Save as close. Save. Yep, there you go. And then normally I should be able to just go back to there you go, that spin point, and now I click on this and it's back really close to each other. So of course I have to change this around a little bit to make it optimal, but that's how the custom formation works. Pretty good stuff. Alright, let's recover the probe, do the data site, because normally that's a few million. And that's always welcome, so let's go do that one. The ship rigger, so you also have the problem with the patch not applying. I had the same thing, but I must say simply restarting the launcher did it for me. It started applying the patch, no problem since then. Another thing you can try in order to get the patch applied, and oh damn, unfortunately these are already taken, is to try and run the launcher as an administrator. That just might help as well. Other than that, if I find any other solutions, I'll let you know. That's not a lot, but let's grab this material anyway. It's something to do. So wow, someone took 3 of the containers and then left the 4th one alone just because there's really not much there. All my group, no, they're actually in small maps now. Oh, that's changed a little bit here as well. In the drones, I can actually see these small maps. And I can maybe show you already as well. If you want, let's say you want to deploy your small drones here, you can just grab them and drag them in space. And there they go. They're actually in space now, small ones. And if you want to get them back, you can actually simply drag them back over the drones in bay, and there you go, back inside. Really cool small change there as well. Just a small improvement added to how the drones work. Let's see if we can actually do this one. Yep, here we go, pretty easy. And materials is what we want. So it's materials. Anything else? Wow, 1 carbon, awesome. Scraps. Yeah, there you go. The 64 current amplifiers. 83,000 ISK, nothing special. I understand why someone would just leave this container be, but I just thought I'd quickly show it. Let's go to another system then, Odyssey, because here all I have is a wormhole. Well, maybe I'll do the wormhole. I think I'll actually quickly do the wormhole just to make sure it's not a high-sec to high-sec wormhole, because that would then I wouldn't have to jump clone right away. So let's do that one. Should be around here somewhere. And here we go. If there's any problems with the stream, because yeah, of course, clients crashing and everything, not the best of situations, let me know. And then I'll maybe do like a quick restart. So far it's all looking like it's working though. Let's quickly do the wormhole, check it out, and if it's nothing special, we'll head over to another system. This is okay as well, 14 days. As you can see, I had a big skill there. That's the wormhole done. What the hell? Stack all. Someone wants to sell to a particular buy order. Obviously that doesn't work. And yeah, this looks like a C2 wormhole, so nothing all too special there. Yeah, unknown parts of space. Okay, let's go to the next system, see if there's anything more to discover there. And well, yeah, the Ishtar lost the high slot, got more drone bonuses, but apparently right here, 7.5 0.5% to heavy drone velocity and tracking speed, so not to medium and small drones, and optimal range and tracking speed for sentry drones only. Now obviously that's really their niche. It's the only cruiser that can actually field 5 heavy drones, so in a way it does make sense, but it does mean that they chose not to buff the rest of the drones, so the mediums and the small ones. Which I had assumed that all of them would get extra tracking and maybe extra optimal and stuff like that. So 2 more signals here, and then Jerrick is the end of the pipe. So that's what I usually do for just a little bit of exploration when I don't have too much time. Let's see if we can find something here. Warp. Okay, 2 completely separate signatures. %. So that's another wormhole. I'll finish it first, because, well, who knows, might just be a high-sec wormhole. Very unlikely, to be honest, but if it is, you know, might just get some extra stuff out. And what the hell's with that scan? Oh, it's way up here. And whoa, what the hell? Player donation 100 million ISK from Kamikaze86. Thank you very much. Not that I actually need it, but it's very much appreciated. Player donation, and not an insignificant one. So yeah, thank you very much. Shout out to Kamikaze86. Can actually like show the character this way? No, doesn't look like it. So that's the unstable wormhole done. But yeah, thanks a lot. Unexpected. Very nice present to receive. Hello Spazao. I'm doing a quick live stream because we had a new patch in EVE Online today. And yeah, I'm trying to cover some of the changes that hit my current playstyle a little bit, like exploration. After this I'll go to Galente space, and I'll definitely go to the Dixie, take a quick look at all the changed ships and all of that stuff. But for now, yeah, just one problem to report, same as what the ship rigger says. When you first start the launcher, it will do the download and then it gets stuck on applying the patch. So what fixed it for me was just a restart and another wormhole. Damn, that's bad actually. What fixed it for me was just a restart of the launcher. If that doesn't work, I would try restarting it as an administrator. But so far that's really the only problem to report. I did just lose the socket as well in the beginning of the stream. So that problem, it happens from time to time and it's still there. But I'm not really sure what you could do about that. So 2 more wormholes to check. Let's see what those are. And I'm also keeping an eye on the help channel. Sometimes there are GMs here that come with important stuff or that answer some questions. So yeah, I'm doing a live stream about the patch day, which in EVE Online, I mean, the patch, it doesn't destroy your Windows when you restart your computer, so that's already a big plus. You know, CCP patchers are rumored to have done that. Big white wormhole, that's C3. Unknown parts of space, so that's definitely not what I want to take my new Ishtar to just yet. And what else have we got? pretty long warp to the other side of the system. Come on. And that's looking like another C3. Man, 2 wormholes, both of them to C3. Okay, let's go to Jerrigden, which is the final system in this small, I think it's a final system, maybe there's one more, in this small high-sec pocket of Solitude. These are basically the 3-4 systems that I check every day, or almost every day. Hello Megalot, cheers to the Shadow Cartel Alliance. Weren't you guys in the Alliance tournament? I think so. Well, I hope everyone else manages to patch it as easily as I did. That's the biggest bug reported so far, is the patcher not working too well. Let's... you know what? Can I do like a warp within 10? I'll do a quick warp to one of these ore sites and then I'll do the scanning from there. So far at least, no real problems to detect, no game-breaking bugs or anything like that. Flying in space is still working. My Ishtar is still there, it's not like it's flying backward or anything like that. Small... Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's actually bad. That's actually pretty bad. Let's see if I can show it and fix it. So there's a new functionality that is, in order to get your drones out, you can just select them and then drag them in space and then they will be out. But I got my 5 hobgoblins out here, and unfortunately they're now marked as medium where they were small before. So let's see, can I rename that group or something? No. So that's annoying. Let's see, I'll test it out in just a second after I take care of these few drones here. But that is definitely something to report. So these 5 hobgoblins were small, were called the small drone group first. And I dragged those into my drones in bay, or probably then in the medium folder, and it renamed the group they belong to. So let's see if it does the same now. And what I'm gonna do now, yep, there you go, they're destroyed, so that's looking okay. I'm going to drag them in the ogre folder and let's see if they actually simply get added. Yep, there you go, it immediately renames that to ogre. That's a little bit annoying, I have to say, because now they're all 10 in the ogre folder instead of small. So that's the way I would want them. So that's a little bit annoying. Launching my 5 small drones, or just of course, let's actually do a return to drone bay. That's how it used to work. The new functionality is you can simply take that folder, drag it into space, and there they are. Unfortunately, you have to drag those guys on drones in bay, I guess. Let's see what happens then. Yeah, then it puts them back on small. But if, like me, you've got 4 separate groups and you accidentally drag them back on another group, they get added there, and yeah, there's like, then you're a bit annoying if you want to get them back out. So then you have to go like that, and then you have to reclose that group, then you have to take them again, put them in drones in bay, which unfortunately puts them back into medium, so that's not how you want to do that either. So you want to put them there then. No, you do want to get them there actually, and then you have to move them back into your small group. Well, that's a little bit annoying. Honestly, the groups they're in should be kept, in my opinion, regardless of what folder you drag them to. So I find that a little bit annoying. Might just take some getting used to, but okay, that's a first. Well, it's a personal problem that I just found with the new drone system. Anyways, we got 2 signatures to scan here, so let's get going on that. Let's see what we can find here. Yeah, Shadow Cartel PvP Alliance, and they were definitely in the Alliance tournament. So really awesome. Awesome to have viewers. And is that a third signature? Over there, let's do scan on the overlay. That would of course be good if we have a third one. I do see something over there. So let's bring it up, apparently. %. Cosmic signature. That is a little bit strange. Okay. Let's see if I can find the other two then. Or is it because I'm in this one? No, I'm somewhere completely different. That's not it either. Okay, so that's a gas site. That doesn't interest me. So what I'll do is I'll go over the other red here. And now that one is gone at the top. So that was a little bit weird. Looked at for a second there like I had 3 signatures. And now it's gone again and it's back up here. What the hell is going on? Alright, let's do a full scan of the entire system then. I still know I get a gas site here, which doesn't interest me. Let's see if I can pinpoint the other one. It's strange, it might not be too visible on the stream actually, but I have 2 very faint cosmic signatures visible whenever I start scanning more pinpointedly. So that was a little bit weird. Or maybe it's sometimes one signature shows up as 2 when you get like 2 options, but normally that's not as a full sphere, so it's a little bit strange here. And again, I want that one. So that one's down below and in the left hand corner, so that's where I saw one of them. Weird, 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 weird. A little bit of strange stuff happening. During this exploration here. So the good thing is that I still know, although I don't see the signature at all anymore, that is a gas site. So if you have like 10 of them, you can much more easily decide which ones you want to give a go and which ones you don't. And well, it looks like it's just because it's a really hard signature to find. Let's see. Let's go like that. It's a combat site. Alright, good. Interesting. Might just get to test out the guard days on the changed Ishtar here. Still combat. Bit higher now. And 5 in local, but there is a station, I think, so you do get some miners then as well. This is a pretty safe system, obviously. Serpentis outpost. Okay, let's hurry it up, because that's not something you want to leave behind. So that was actually worth all the hassle with the strangeness. Let's hope I'm first, and let's hope for some money. And here's the gate. Go, go.
Warp drive active.
Let's see if I'm first. That looks like it. Hammerhead's ready. Well, I'll try and use the new functionality then. Take those guys out quickly. And they're already fighting, that's good. Start targeting some of their ships. That one's down. Yep, 4 out of 10 Serpentis fire outposts. Always good to find that. You're already manning 7 targets. I'm aware of that. Return. Let's see if I can actually set the tracking camera a little bit better. Okay, sentry's out now. And start firing. And I can also put some individuals on the frigates. Let's see how they do here. On the closest ones. So they should have better tracking and better optimal now. So we should see fewer misses. Let's see. Well, still comparable in my opinion. That one's down. Well, it's okay, you know. May just be hard to really notice how much better it is. But that's looking quite alright. Let's save the location. Let's see what they choose next. Corellium Chief. Look, those hits are pretty awesome. Right there. Look how quickly that armor is being torn off there. That's pretty good. Let's see how they do on this one then. Full hits, 2 hits for Ringleader. Hello Shadoshian. Or Shadow. That's right, I have to say Shadow. Yeah, that's true, Susla. Whenever a combat site is really hard to scan down, you get a good chance for a 3 or 4 out of 10. So here we go, Corelli Guard at 24. That's going to be interesting to see if the tracking is good enough. 1 hit, 3 misses, and down. So that's pretty good actually. Here we get one at 31, one at 36. Let's put some individual guard days on that. They're doing a pretty good job at hitting them. Even these frigates. That's pretty okay, pretty okay. Yeah, there you go. Nicely done. And a hit there as well, down again. At 46, you know, you would see a lot more misses before the patch. So this has definitely improved the sentries on the Ishtar. Very nice. Let's see that safeguard at 40 next. Yeah, there you go. Both of them hit straight away at like 40 kilometers before the patch. And there you go. 3 full hits at 40 on one of those small pirate frigates. Definitely tracking an optimal improvement. It's significantly better now for sentries in something like this, like a 4 out of 10, 3 out of 10. Good stuff, good stuff. I love this Ishtar now for full exploration. On top of that, I don't have to feel guilty anymore for, even at 45, 4 out of 5 hits, for not fielding any guns in the Ishtar, because it even lost another low slot. So really you want a cloak, probe, scanner and a salvager in there. So good stuff. Let's hurry up to the next room, because I don't really want any competition here. But I think that was a pretty good pace to do this first part. So next up, second room with the battleship. That's going to be more interesting. Foreign local. Let's maybe do a quick D-scan, see what else is out there. Obviously some wrecks, that's normal. Some rogue small wrecks, so maybe someone is doing a couple of the small sites, but it doesn't really look like anyone's competing for this site at the moment, so that's good. Then what I like to do in the next room is take my time, take my sentries out for a little bit, get some of the DPS off the field, because let's do a quick here at the fitting. Armor hit points 2000, that's actually not so much for a cruiser, so you can actually get overwhelmed if you don't look out in the second room, even in an Ishtar like this. So here we go, approaching the gate. And even now, here in the overview, although I'm in space, you can still see that the other cosmic signature is a gas site, so that really stays in your information as long as you remain in the system, I think. That's of course pretty damn good. If on top of that then your sensor overlay can keep refreshing, you'll immediately be able to identify a new site that spawned in. That should increase your chance for finding good ones, I think. So I do like this change. Here we go, File Operation Manager. And sentries out. Let's take a look at them and start taking care of some of those cruisers and battle cruisers. They're generally higher DPS stuff. And full hits straight away. Of course 30 is pretty close to their optimal, so that's actually normal. Let's take some distance so that the sound doesn't become too overwhelming. A couple here at like 20-22. Alright, Chief Guard next, 40 kilometers. Full big hits. Look at how quickly that's... Oh my god! That's really pretty damn good for a target at 40 kilometers. It wasn't that good before, I would say. One of them is targeted, that's still okay though. Yeah, they're just melting, just because of how many hits there are compared to before. That's really good. Awesome stuff. There you go. Frigate dead in the first cycle. Frigate dead in the first cycle. Man, this is awesome. The tracking enhancing. Really good news for Ishtar pilots. Watchman at 19. Take a little bit of shield damage, and one of them here, yeah, there you go, you can see now that Garde is starting to take a little bit of shield damage. Of course, as long as I take care of most of the closer ones, he'll be okay. Let's see if I can put some individual Gardes on these frigates, try and speed it up a little bit. Like that. Well, at 11 that's gonna be a challenge. 10, let's see if we can still hit. Yeah. Nice. Still a hit on that. That's not what you usually get. Oh, they're actually already going after the fire protector now. Foreign local, not really seeing anything, so I hope I can take my time. Not rails, testing out the Ishtar for the new sentry and heavy drone damage bonuses, or tracking and optimal range. This is still looking quite alright. The more destroyers I can get out, the better. And let's have a look then at that fire protector. Is he being stuck? Yeah, that does look like he's stuck a little bit. And well, once it came below 10k, there, that frigate, it couldn't hit him anymore. So there is still a limit when you're really close, when frigates are really close to what your sentries will actually take care of. So let's take that one down, then we'll start moving a little bit, because he's starting to come close to armor. So quick return, start taking some distance, and let's do some preparations so that we can start hitting that Phi operator. Small drones out, maybe a couple of these close frigates could be good while we move, so we can unstuck that that battleship. Okay, any close ones here again? Yeah, maybe that one is... Whoa, Jesus Christ! Call them back. Look at how much damage they take once they get targeted. That's not healthy. All 20 are back though. That's good news. Phi operator is over there. Let's see if we can actually go above him and send my ogres out now, who should be a little bit more efficient as well than before the patch. So here we go. There they go. Decent hits there. Of course, that battleship, toughest ship on the field. And he really doesn't like it, but that's good. That's a lot of DPS gone from me, so I should be safe to start orbiting him really closely, safe away. I'll take 500 meters, just go as close as I can, be ready to scoop the loot. A little bit of shield damage on that ogre, but nothing too special. Well, maybe because of rail upgrades, the rats are a bit stronger or something. Almost through his armor. Keep going, guys. You can do it. He reps. He keeps repping. Of course, you don't get a chance for faction loot out of nothing. And, well, here we go. Starting to run out of shields because I'm so slow. Easy structure. One ogre half armor. Preemptive repping started. Come on, guys. Shoot through that. Shoot through that. Oh. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Orbit at 1000. Get my guys inside and start salvaging as well. Start salvaging, please. And what have we got here? 183 million. Pretty damn good. Corellium C-type energized thermic. Corellium C-type energized adaptive 180 and 7 logic circuits. Not bad. Some Take 2 salvage as well. So let's take a quick bounce to one of the planets. We'll check out the red container, which also has a chance for some good stuff. But yeah, there you go. Been playing for 45 minutes. 186 million ISK. So, and it's even faster now with the sentries on the Ishtar. So really good. Pretty happy with this so far. That's a good drop, of course. Energized adaptive nano membrane. 180 million ISK. That's good. So we have a wreck bookmarked in the previous room. Let's hope I can still get there on time.
Warp drive active.
Couple million in bounties. So it's still holding up. You guys are bringing me a lot of luck. There's one good side in these 4 systems. It's a Serpentisify outpost, and you guys make me 186 million ISK. I don't know what to say to people that that post that they're not so lucky and they hardly find stuff like this. But whenever I do this with some people viewing, I seem to be really lucky. So quick drop by the red container, and after that we are going to the Dixie, and I'll have a look at the ships there that have changed a little bit. So I think that could actually be interesting. Maybe take a glance at the Marauders as well with the announced changes there. But alright, very good beginning of Odyssey 1.1, I would say. On the Ishtar front, you know, all the hacks get changed. But the Ishtar, if you want to know once again what happened here, 7.5% heavy drone max velocity and tracking speed, definitely above there for my ogres. 10% drone hit points and damage, really good. 5 kilometers drone operation range, can be handy. 7.5% sentry drone optimal range and tracking speed. So as you could see, my sentries had no problems whatsoever with all of those frigates. It's just the Ishtar became even better as the high-sec solo explorer to do everything, because as you can see on top of that I have Salvager here, I also have Data Analyzer, Relic Analyzer and Corporal Launcher, even a cloak if I needed to go into low-sec or something like that. Just overall so versatile, and it just became better at this job particularly. So yeah, looking good, really love it so far. Yeah, that's really lucky. That is true. So let's check this out. Just another 600,000, so nothing too special. The tracking screws me over a little bit. But yeah, let's go outside of the hollow asteroid. And this is why exploration is so much fun, you know. Get a good site like this, and well, that's almost half a plex made, maybe a third of a plex. That's good for 10 days EVE time right there. That's pretty cool. So let's have a quick look then while we travel at the help channel, if anything pops up here. Oh yeah, the new skills. I'll have to look into that as well. Okay, we'll see that after I jump clone. Or maybe I can already see that here in my skills tab. That might just be interesting. Let's see. If I'm not mistaken, is it here in science? Where are the jump clone skills? If anyone knows and I don't find them, feel free to post them. Laboratory operations. No, actually it doesn't look like that. Is it? Maybe leadership? Nope. Clone? Doesn't seem to be clone either. Drone electronics, engineering, gunnery, leadership, nope. Neural enhancement. Aha, it's actually a new category, I think. There we go. It was infomorph psychology. allows one jump clone per level. So now we have info more synchronization, reduces time between clone jumps by 1 hour per level. What is neurotoxin? Side effects of boosters and cloning facility operation increases clone VAT based maximum clone capacity by 15% per skill level. So that could... that's actually for clone VATs, so you don't actually get to put more jump clones into stations. Okay, because for a second there I thought that you would get like 10 jump clones now, or 11 even, at maximum skills, but that's not the case. It's only for clone VAT operations, so I'm assuming it's not. What I do find interesting in that, yeah, neural enhancement indeed. Thank you, Shadow. What I do find interesting about this clone facility operation, assuming it's only for like clone VATs in some of the ships can carry these, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe you can put it in like bosses and stuff, for the winter expansion, for new space to be opened up. I think there's a chance that something like that might happen, and that would be so incredible. And if this is an indication, well, I'm going to add this to the clues of what the winter expansion might bring, and my belief that it might actually bring a new space. So yeah, let's bring this loot over into my add item hanger like that. So that's already pretty good so far. Once again, no real game-breaking bugs to report here, except for a crash early on. Ishtar just became better at its role that I'm using it for. So let's pause surgical strike here, take jump clones, and go to Yona Republic facilities. I have another +4 here in Creodron factory actually. And let's see if I can actually jump clone without crashing. That seems to be working. Apply the skill training again, and here we are in Galente space. One thing I will have to do, because I also have an exploration Ishtar in this base right here, so I will have to take this out here as well before I could consider taking that one back out again. So it lost one high slot, keep that in mind for the Ishtar, but this is the one I'm using here. It even has a couple of guns, so that could be good too. This is purely for high sec, I think that's a good one. What ship am I going to take over to Odyssey? Let's see. And this one I need to change as well, because that one got an extra high slot. You know what, I'm going to take Iteron Mark III. Iteron Mark III. I'll take one of the transport ships, just in case I find something I need to bring over here. Let's head over to Odyssey. And why is that hidden? And that's maybe another change here again that I just noticed. And that the system information and stuff is hidden on default, apparently. Okay, unless I accidentally clicked it once again. I do get confused from time to time. But yeah, let's head over for Odyssey. And does this one have... yeah, here we go. One of the changes already. This is an Iteron Mark III, and as you can see now in the base it has a special planetary commodity bay. So you could use this for PI hauling 67,500 cubic meters, you know, that's not bad compared to its normal hold of just 1140 cubic meters. So many of these transport ships got specialized bays. There's weapon munitions, ore stuff, PI like I just showed you. Quite a lot of things, just to give them all niches a little bit, so that they all become a little bit more useful than just everyone moving stuff in their Iteron Mark 5s. But yeah, jump clone works as well. That's good news, of course. The skill training looks okay. No real performance issues or anything like that to report. If you're worried about that. And this is all high sec, right? Yep, that's looking okay as well. So that's all pretty good. Let's see. Anything here? Nope, not really looking like it. Johnny Pugh just came online for a second. Maybe he's just checking out if he can actually come online after the patch as well. Yep, industrials did change. A lot of them got extra base now, like this specialized base. Some of them got faster. Some of them have just basically a lot of room, but not a lot of tank or speed. There's renaming of that as well. I mean, there's a whole dev post to read up about it, or a video. But it's a lot of rebalancing that's been going on. So it's industrials have changed, hacks have changed, command ships have changed, railguns, all medium weapons have changed. My favorite, the Ishtar, of course, one of the hacks. That's a decent amount indeed. For definitely also for a Mark III, you know, 67,500. That's not bad. I'll probably want to take this guy over to Solitude, where I have my PI, and bring my Itron Mark V from there back here. To be honest. And of course also ammunitions, you know, not sure if I would ever use that. Maybe specialized producers or alliances, you know, they might just find a use for those types of specialized base. It's really interesting, and I like the attempt to at least give them all a function, a role, so that they're used a little bit more. So here we go, Myrmidon by Zappas. Close by here. Let's see. That's damn, that tracking camera. So that's also, yeah, all the camera workings. That looks okay as well to me. Don't really have any real bugs or complaints to report at the moment, except, yeah, just that one small one I showed you guys before. Fortunately, I don't have drones in this one, but it's something to remember. If you take the new functionality to get your drones out, which is just a drag and drop, and then put them back in the bay, be careful where you put them, because you might just add them to another group unintentionally, which I did. So raining, let's go. Charon here. The Badger MK2 got a little bit of cargo space. Yeah, there's so many of them. I couldn't tell you all of the changes in detail just by heart like that. Let's see if I can put the tracking camera a little bit better. And oh no, there you go. The route is still shown in space by default. So this might also be something. The information here might just be changed to no longer being shown on default or something like that. The system info. And other than that, looking good so far. And if I'm not mistaken as well, it's a lot easier to get into those ships. So skill-wise, it might just be take less time to get into all of them. Wow, the tracking camera, normally it focuses on the ships a bit more quickly than that. Might that have changed a little bit? It feels a little bit different from before. Let's see on the next jump then. Somebody finds gas site in 0.8 for the first time. Brutix Navy issue. And just 2 more jumps. As you can see, it's starting to be a bit more busy here. Charon, Mastodon, Rifter keeping an eye on stuff, and the Heron. He might just be doing some scanning and just be done here. Charon does look cool. I chose the obelisk for my freighter. Well, in looks department, not the best of course. But be glad I'm not taking that one to the Dixie, because then we'd be there a lot longer. So I have a little bit for sale here, not too much. So I did manage to get rid of most of my faction stuff for some good ISK, and in fact that puts me at enough for a Plex. Choices. And Do Dixie, finally. Another retriever? Why so many mining ships here? Is it like maybe a bit slower or something? No, actually that feels okay. But it feels to me like it's putting the ship in a different location from before. A little bit weird. But I'll live with it. ISD Iron Charge. English only. And here we go, Brutix Catalyst, gotta be careful there, and a Providence. So let's undock in the trading station, which is the bottom station for the Dixie. And let's start having a quick look here at all those categories of ships that have changed quite a bit. Proteus coming in. Tech 3 ships, extremely cheap at the moment. Exploration Minmatar ships. Go Ishtar. I would say go Ishtar. And yeah, there you go. You can already see also 356 people in local. Not as much as Jita, but a good amount. And quite some ships here as well on the undock. That's a trade hub. Go. And, ooh, Yellow Prophecy. He's just playing station games though. Alright, what are we going to have a look for here? I will start off with the command ships. Let's see. Solution, Damnation. Start here. What's the EOS looking like? Yeah, look at that, how much the EOS has changed. Bonus 10% bonus to drone hit points and damage dealt by drone, 7% bonus to armor repair effectiveness per level, 7.5% bonus to heavy drone tracking and speed and tracking speed and micro warp drive velocity, 75 bonus to medium hybrid turret tracking speed. Oh, so not for sentries here on the EOS. That's an interesting given because it only has 250 cubic meters drone capacity with 125. So for the EOS, you don't want to do the Ishtar setup with sentry drones, but you actually want to go with 5 heavy drones, like Ogre 2s or something like that. And then some medium and small drones for more utility. And still actually use guns, maybe, I guess, to close in on your target and add a little bit of damage. Let's see, quick look here. 4 turret hard points, but they're unbonused, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're unbonused, so it's a little bit unfortunate that that in drone capabilities it's still below the Ishtar. So the Ishtar can easily take 5 ogres, 5 sentries, 5 mediums, 5 small drones with it. The EOS, you're looking at no more than one set of 5 heavy drones. And so it's obviously that they don't want you to take sentries with this ship, but they want you to take ogres or something like that, because the bonus only applies there. for decreased tracking speed and micro updrive velocity. Still definitely a battlecruiser I would take in a Wormhole personally. You get plenty of versatility with the drones. Your heavy drones are a little bit stronger. You get an excellent tank on this stuff. Obviously, increased bonus repair amount per level. That's quite significant. And yeah, if you're in a larger Wormhole corporation, you know, you could maybe use the armor warfare links and be useful in that way. So it's a very interesting ship, and this is the reason why you see it go from 200 million maybe to 10 up to almost 300 million current prices here. Yeah, there's 2 for sale for 350. Can you tell that the EOS has become popular? All right, glad I could help you. I could help you there, ship rigger. Run as administrator. You know, it's just another tip. If you're stuck on applying the patch there, and ship rigger just confirms that it does work for him, so that's awesome news. Of course, get to patching. That's really the only real problem to report at the moment, is that the patcher tends to get stuck after the download. So either restart it or try and run it as administrator, might just help you out. So yeah, those are the battlecruisers. The command ships, it's strange, I thought they would get the new models now, but I guess that's going to be something for the winter expansion. If I'm not mistaken, the EOS is actually going to get the Myrmidon model with a different skin, but that might just be something for the winter expansion. I might have read wrong on that. Quick overview of the hacks then as well. Advanced ships, heavy assault cruisers. Let's have a look here at the price history for the Sacrilege. As you can see, up from the year, but it did pull back a little bit. Zealot down, so people are not too happy with the Zealot changes, obviously, from 180 to below 140. That's actually a pretty significant hit, so Zealot not too popular. Cerberus, that one's up, close to 100, close to 200, so that's really some pretty good news. If you want to fly Cerberus, I guess that's looking good. The Eagle is up as well, so the Caldari are doing nicely. The Demos is up, although on the year it's not looking that dramatic, so I would say they like the changes, but they came a little bit late because the Demos has always had a problem. If I'm not mistaken, now the change is here to 4 mid slots, where it used to only have 3, which was a real problem for the Demos. Next up, the Ishtar. Terrible chart. Current price 190. I'm surprised by that. I thought the Ishtar would be higher because, as I've just shown, looks really good. And okay, I'll have a quick look there. Absolution and Vultures for Shadow. Let's see. I'll quickly do it like that, because I'm so terrible at names. Absolution, 205 million at the moment. Quick look at price history. Actually down a little bit. That's also, yeah, that's one of the command chips. It looks to me like the Amar command chips got the shaft here. The changes are not beneficial for them. If I'm not mistaken, they were very specialized, but other command chips can now take their roles as well. And so the Absolution is definitely down since the changes and since the patch. And you're now looking at 205 million in Odyssey, and the other one was the Vulture. Let's have a quick look here. 285, 290, and that one was up. As you can see, the new price point that it has reached, it's below 300 million, where speculation brought it above that, but it's definitely higher than 240, 250 it was before these changes. So people are liking the Vulture. In general, I think from my analysis of this, the Amar ships, people are not liking those changes, not seeing those as buffs. Caldari and Galente, yep, increase in price on those two. And Minmatar, a little bit unsure on that one. So up a little bit, but nothing as dramatic as what you see here in the Vulture. Definitely a new price point. Same with the EOS. Look at that. That's incredible for speculators. And if I'm not mistaken, there you see Claymore pretty much flat. Sleipnir down, but here a little bit of an uptrend. So you can't really say that these have changed because of the changes. And then on the MR ones, yeah, Absolution, I would say downward trend. Damnation up a little bit, so people do still like the Damnation, luckily. That maybe saves the MR just a little bit there. But yeah, overall, it's definitely Caldari and Galente ones that have known the biggest rises because of those changes. So I was looking at the hacks here, gonna have a quick look. So yeah, Sacrilege, that looks pretty bad, people not liking that. Cerberus was looking good, Eagle as well. Demos, decent, but I'd like to see it do better. Ishtar, I'm surprised how low the Ishtar is, 190. We saw a way higher price, I think 240, when the announced changes came out. So yeah, if you still want an Ishtar for exploration the way I do, I'd say it's still a good time to buy. Munin, pretty much flat. You know, they tried on speculation but came back down pretty much to where it was before the changes. And Vagabond up a little bit, but nothing dramatic here, and actually for the year pretty much flat here again. So those are the hack changes. And then finally I'll go to see if I can find some of those changes in this one. Where do you see the other cargo holds? Good question. I actually don't know. Description. Valuable goods through the darkness of space. Cargo capacity, maximum velocity, so it's a little bit faster. But I can't really say. Capacitor 4800, so we're not really seeing anything drastic here. 2100 for the sigil, that's a lot less. Agility and cargo space capacity, so this one is a bit more agile. Let's have a look here at the Badger. Oh, there's actually a lot more of them, if I'm not mistaken. This is just the Badger here. Let's see. What the hell? Iteron. Is my ship renamed then? No, it's still Iteron Mark III. What the hell is that? Here we have the new ones, the Epital. Yeah, but I can't really tell when they have a special bay. That's strange. Cryos. Nope, it's not really telling me anything here. Cryos is an industrial ship specializing in certain types of cargo, so I should be able to find that somewhere. Extra cargo bay, base equipped for precise temperature and pressure control. Minerals. So is that really the only place where you can see the extra cargo in the description? I would like to see that change and maybe add that right here to the capacity, a sub tab for the specialized bay. But so yeah, Cryos for minerals. Let's see. Doesn't look like it's anything special here. Epital. Planetary commodities. So my Iteron Mark III is actually an Epital now, I guess. Market. Epital view. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's actually an Epital, and it's because of my name that I'm seeing here. Musicos Iteron. Oh yeah, there you go. It's the Epital. Man, I was worried. Where the hell is Iteron Mark III in the list? But it's just because the name has stuck. So that should actually be change name. Musicos Epital. So yeah, new name, specialized base. I'm not gonna go over all of them. If you want one specific one, right there, standard industrials, check them all out. Some have become faster, more agile, more cargo, specialized base. There's definitely more use to them. Minmatar as Hoarder, Mammoth, and the Wraith, which is a changed name for Galente. We get Epital, Cryos, Miasmos, Nereus. Here on the Caldari we have the Tyra, and here for the Amar, Bestower and Sigil, I think that's still exactly the same. But yeah, those have changed as well. You know, if you need to move stuff, check them out. What the hell is with all these bad guys over here? What's up here? I really don't have a lot more to cover, I think. But yeah, there you go. I think I'm gonna end the live stream, you know, an hour and 15 minutes, pretty good. I'll just give a quick overview. This was launch day for Odyssey patch 1.1. One crash to report, socket closed. That's still in the game, happens from time to time. I actually think it's server side. Other than that, no real problems to report. Pretty smooth gameplay, smooth patch as well. You saw my Ishtar performing pretty well in the Serpentis outpost, I think, with the new bonuses to sentry drones and heavy drones. And here in Dixie, Gallant Trade Up, I took a quick look at some of the ships that have changed and their markets. So we're talking command ships, hacks, and industrial ships. There's a lot more actually, weapon changes and all of that. Maybe I'll do some tests on that later on. But for now, yeah, that was this live stream, Odyssey patch 1.1. I hope you like it. I hope you find it interesting. I find it's pretty fun to do as well. And when I get enough time, I like to try and do it. I'm going to shop around a little bit because, yeah, maybe a quick mention there as well. Journal right there. Thanks a lot for Kamikaze86 for donating me 100 million, so I'm gonna do some shopping with that. But other than that, pretty smooth launch to report for Odyssey 1.1 so far. No real problems. Let's hope CCP can keep it up. And I hope we can get some nice winter expansion information soon. And I will see you all next time. And stop.